I'm joined by Kyle Balgames. Welcome, Kyle.
How are you?
Raja Suleiman with Orzhov.
Max McVitie.
Congratulations, Brian to Mars. Zach Allen.
I wouldn't be here without these guys, though. So.
And the champion of Proto Counter-Attack here, Arilax.
All right, welcome everybody to beautiful RIW Hobbies in Livonia, Michigan, where we are making magic happen today, specifically some more Paper Pioneer, kind of continuing the series. I'm Zach, again joined by
Max McVitie.
So today, everyone knows that I like to live the SRAM life, hashtag SRAM life, but we have someone else living the SRAM life today.
That's me.
You excited, Max?
Yes, yeah. It has some cards very close to my heart, such as Griffspoon.
Yeah, Max is a big Griffspoon fan. I do think that's won you an SCG Invitational, right?
Yes, yeah. I played only 3. I was very young and naive then. But
Well, you only played 3 again today, so maybe you never learned. Okay, so I'm playing Winota. We wanted to showcase this matchup because these are two of the better, I guess, aggro decks in the format. There are, Spirits and Mono Black are kind of the other aggro decks, but these are two of the better ones, and they play kind of more like combo decks than aggro decks, although they're definitely just aggressive decks. But they have combo-y things to them, I guess you could say. So I have Winota. You probably have already seen this on their series, but I'll go over it again. We have Llanowar Elves and Elvish Mystic as one-drop accelerants that are very crucially non-humans. I guess I should just start by explaining Winota. So Winota's the key of the deck. The entire deck is built around this, and Winota's a 4-mana 4/4. It says whenever a non-human creature you control attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a human creature card from among them onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. It gains indestructible until end of turn. Put the rest of the cards on the bottom of your library in a random order. So essentially with Winota, you want cheap non-humans to trigger her, and expensive humans as hits for, when you look at the top 6, you want to put a good human into play. So we have the one-drop accelerants that are crucially non-humans, which is important for Winota, but they're just, any green deck. These cards are just staples of any green deck in Pioneer. They're just the best accelerants in the format. And then we have Tithe Taker and Voice of Resurgence. They're not really for this matchup, but really they're to kind of just ensure that your Winota turns are very profitable for you. Tithe Taker is a human, so it's a little awkward in that it's not a good enabler for Winota, but it is a hit to kind of protect you. Maybe if you get like a small Winota hit, you can just put one Tithe Taker in play to ensure that the next one kills them. But Tithe Taker is a 2-mana 2/1, and it makes spells or activated abilities cost 1 more for you during my turn. So if you want to, use some of your stuff to protect your things or whatever, it's going to cost 1 more, which is good. And then I have Voice of Resurgence, which is really one of the big keys to this deck. It's really one of the big payoffs. 2-mana 2/2 elemental, crucially non-human. It says whenever an opponent casts a spell during my turn, and this is in play, I get a token that is a star, and star is equal to the number of creatures I control. So if I have a bunch of creatures, it gets really big. And this deck is really good at flooding the board. That's kind of what Winota wants to do, so it makes really big tokens. And then when Voice of Resurgence dies, I get another one of those. So I can feel free to just attack a Voice of Resurgence into a blocker, trigger my Winota. If you block and kill it, I just get a giant creature left behind and whatever Winota left. So that's really powerful. We got Legion Warboss as a token maker that makes non-humans. A lot of people play Rabblemaster in this slot. I don't know which is better. I like Legion Warboss because I have a lot of 1/1s that I can pump, and doubling, so one of the big hits off Winota is Angrass Marauders, which is a 7-mana 4/4, and it says if a source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage to the permanent or player instead, which, kind of a small thing between Legion Warboss and Goblin Rabblemaster, but Goblin Rabblemaster makes all the other goblins attack, so if you have multiples, you often will end up chump attacking the Rabblemaster, or both Rabblemasters, which is kind of annoying. And Legion Warboss can pump up like a Thopter token or an Elf, which when you're doubling is better. It's better to double 2 things than it is to double 1 big Rabblemaster, because then you're just going to chump my Rabblemaster or use your removal spell on the Rabblemaster. Whereas if I put a +1/+1 counter on the Mystic or the token that attacked, and double that, and I'm dealing 4 damage even if you have the removal spell of the chump blocker. So I do like that. We're playing Eldritch Evolution, which works with Tithe Taker and Voice of Resurgence because they both leave a body when they die. And it makes me sacrifice one of these creatures, and then I can get a creature with CMC 2 or greater. So if I sacrifice a 2-drop, I can get something that costs 4 or less. And basically, it's just so I have 8 copies of Winota in the deck because the deck just wants to have Winota in play at all times. And the Tithe Taker and Voice of Resurgence are really good to sack with it. If I played a Legion Warboss the turn before, got a token, it's even fine to sack a Warboss and get a Winota. But basically, I'm just trying to get Winota. That's the only thing I want. If I already have a Winota in play, I can get something else, but I mostly just want Winota. And then I have Pia Nalar in the deck, and Pia and Kira Nalar. They're both humans that make non-human tokens, which is good with Winota, because they make it so that her triggers hit more often, but then also leave bodies behind that will trigger her on the next turn. So yeah, they make Thopters, but I think they're just good, and they both have activated abilities that come up to be relevant. Pia makes something not block this turn, which when I'm doubling damage on something can be super relevant. It can just kill the opponent. And it can pump up stuff, and the pump is small, but again, I'm doubling damage, so giving an artifact like one of the Pia's token +1/+0 can matter. And Pia and Kira Nalar, I can sacrifice an artifact to deal 2 damage to target creature or player. Again, seems small, but I can double that. So if I have an Angrass Marauder in play, it's now dealing 4 instead of 2, which can add up really quick. I've got Samut, Voice of Dissent, as just the kind of like the 5th Angrass Marauders. It's the worst hit off Winota, but I just wanted one more hit, and it's a fine Eldritch Evolution target. Like I can sacrifice Pia or Legion Warboss to just get something to give haste, which can let me have a really nice turn where like I play a Pia on turn 3, then Eldritch Evolution, Pia away, and then like I have a Voice or I can like play a Voice Resurgence the same turn maybe if I already had a Winota or whatever, and then the Voice has haste, or it just kind of works well with that. And then we already touched on Angrass Marauders, but I think it's worth touching again. 7-mana 4/4 is the ability on this is super strong, doubling damage that permanents I control deal. But because it's a 7-mana 4/4, it's given this ability because you just can't realistically double that very well, right? Like it's just so hard to play like 2 of these because they cost 7 mana. But if they're coming into play for free off Winota, they get really crazy. Like, if I can, trigger Winota 3 or 4 times and put 2 of these into play...
Tapped and attacking.
Yeah, they're first of all, they're tapped and attacking. But if I put 2 in play, they're indestructible and attacking, and they both deal 16 damage apiece. So they're lethal alone. Like, that's 32 damage from the 2 of them.
Yeah.
And they stack in the right way. They stack the way you want. So it's not that, like, if I have 2 of these in play, my things deal 3 times damage. It's not like they both get 1 double. Yeah, it's 4 times. And if I had 3 of them, it's 8 times, which just deals so much damage.
Yeah.
And you're going to see that might matter in this matchup because Max's deck can gain a lot of life. I played the matchup online. There are times where I was over 100 life and thought I couldn't lose, and then I lost in 1 swing. So we'll see what happens, but there's the potential for some craziness here. And Max, you want to give a breakdown here what you got going on?
Yeah, so this is a deck that's existed in Pioneer for quite a while. There's a few new additions, but it's basically like a creature and aura deck. So we have 12 1-drops in the Alciad, the Hateful Eidolon, and Stonecoil Serpent. Stonecoil Serpent's one of the new cards that I think... This is your list, right, Zach?
Yeah, it's my list.
Yeah, so it's nice because it has trample, so if you can make it really big with all your auras, then you just have like this maybe vigilance, maybe flying, huge trample threat. So yeah, you basically play one of these on turn 1, and then you kind of go all in, pumping them up. You can hold up like Kirametra's Blessing to protect them. You can hold up the activation of Alciad to protect them. These 3 cards are where the real like power comes in, because they all kind of exponentially grow your creatures because they count how many enchantments you have and make them bigger for each one. These are a little more like your like techie enchantments, like they give them evasion, or they like have some kind of value if like they can come back from an escape, or they make another creature so that if they kill your main guy, you have something else to then go in on later.
Cartouche also gives first strike, which can matter.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
like a Death Toucher or something.
Yeah, so like the most important card is probably Sram, just because then you just never really run out of gas, because whenever you cast an aura or an equipment, and then you draw a card, so the deck just kind of like feeds on itself. Once you get that.
When you have a Sram, you go crazy.
Yeah. And in this matchup, especially since we don't really have much interaction, like we're kind of just like 2 ships passing the night, like Sram will stick and survive, and I'll draw like a lot of cards off of it. Like I can just slam it on 2, and then turn 3 just go nuts. So yeah, this matchup will be fast, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I will also say, you didn't touch on Luris, but Luris in that deck, when the companion rule was the way it was before...
It was broken.
Yeah, it was broken. Like, you just had a free 3/2 lifelinker to, like, you know, if they ever killed your first couple creatures, you just play Lurrus on 3, start auring it up, and like casting stuff out of your graveyard.
Yeah.
It was super, super good. It's a lot worse now.
Especially in matchups like this. I doubt I'll like ever cast it.
You probably won't cast it, but in games where you don't have SRAM, it's nice to just have something when you start running out of gas, because you do have a lot of cheap spells.
Yeah, like you kind of dump your hand by turn like 3 or 4.
Yep.
So yeah, I think it could come up, but we'll see.
Mostly won't. And again, another key interaction to watch in this matchup, because I have played it before, Stone Coil has protection from colored multicolored stuff, which just randomly kind of comes up against specifically Voice Resurgence and Winota.
Yeah.
If they're attacking, you just got a free block on them.
And the token is also
The token is also multicolored.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you need to like protect your guy on my turn and give me a token, you just have a free block on the token always, which is nice.
But yeah, this is definitely a deck that's like my style. Sort of reminiscent of like kind of like Infect. Like it's a creature combo deck, kind of like Infect.
It feels like Infect when you play it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it feels more like Infect than Boggles, because Boggles you never like worried about them killing your guys.
Yeah, they all have, yeah.
In Infect it was always really important to protect your guy.
Yeah, this is kind of like Vines of Vastword or something, or
Yep.
Blossoming Defense, probably even more close. Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's shuffle up in battle.
Yeah. Good luck.
You want to do a die roll, Max? All right,
Sounds
I'll
good.
call even.
Even.
It is even. All right, I have.
Die roll seems
Die roll is important in this matchup.
really yeah.
All right, I have 2 lands. I'm missing a color. The only spell that is a 2 mana or less spell I could cast is one of the colors I'm missing. It does have Winota, but I think this is a clear mulligan because I just can't cast any of the spells.
My hand is maybe the hardest mulligan decision of my entire life.
Jesus.
It's like so almost good. It's like this will haunt me for
Max is torn.
weeks. Tyler Hill would keep.
Tyler Hill would keep. What would Andrew do?
He'd probably keep, but Andrew would be wrong and say keep. Tyler would be right and say keep. So I'm gonna keep.
All right. So there you go. Tyler Hill would have been right and kept. Andrew would have kept and been wrong.
Yeah. And I always listen to Tyler, so yeah.
All right, fair.
I'll keep.
Fair enough.
Just random Andrew daggers for no reason, really.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, he's referring to Andrew Ellenbogen, Pro Tour winner. I believe he's your roommate, correct?
Alleged Pro Tour winner.
Alleged Pro Tour winner. Yeah, I
That
guess
Pro Tour
that's-
didn't really happen.
Yeah, okay,
It
that's
didn't really
true.
count for anything.
That's true.
Yeah.
But you do. He is your roommate, right?
Yeah, he's my roommate.
Right.
And Tyler Hill lives pretty close to us, but
Oh wow, this is. Well, I have a land that can cast all of my spells. This is a painful hand. If it draws Winota, I don't think I can lose.
oh no.
It's definitely fast, and this is a good card for the hand. I think I'm gonna keep. This might be wrong, but I think I'm gonna keep, and we'll see what happens. This card on turn 2 on the play is just so good that I think it's worth it. I'm gonna play a Mana Confluence, play a Lane Orals, and go to 18. Your go. There's 19.
Yeah. Alright, I'll play a Stone Coil Serpent.
Okay.
Go.
So Mana
Oh
Confluence.
boy.
Going to 17. I'll play a Legion War Boss. Oh no, I don't have any Gobos.
And they multicolored goblins?
Pause.
Alright, pause.
They're not multicolored goblins.
Okay.
Alright, we are now back with more goblins. I'm going to put a goblin in play. And it has to attack, so I'm going to attack.
I'll take it.
Alright. Cheers, go.
Land. Whew.
Never didn't have it.
Yeah. Well, that makes things a little simpler. Probably just gonna try to punish you for how many mana confluences you have.
I don't like that.
And just do the most damage I can this turn, which I guess is not actually that much damage. That's unfortunate. So this would be 3, and these 2 would be 4. I guess I'll do 4. Ethereal armor.
He's armored up.
And I got an 18. Cartouche of Solidarity. I get a thing.
You got tokens in there. There was tokens that came with it. It's a warrior with vigilance.
I get a warrior with vigilance in some crazy language.
Russian
And
warrior
in
with
Russian,
vigilance.
and then I attack for 1, 2, 3, 4.
13.
Yep, good.
Draw. That's actually an interesting draw.
Not immediately slamming Winota, so it's still alive.
Definitely still alive.
Well, I guess it could be like a Eldritch Evolution, though, which would be... That might be an interesting draw.
So, I kind of need to decide how I want to do this. I think I'm going to be better off to just try and live. Maybe that's wrong. Yeah, alright. I'm going to go to 12, play an Elvish Mystic, 11, play a Voice of Resurgence.
Okay.
I will then go to combat. I'll get another goblin.
Yep.
And attack with these 2, and then pump this one up.
Alright, I'll take 4. I'm at 13. Does that sound right? Yeah. Maybe there's a... So I took 1 from the goblin, 1 from this. Did I take another one? No. So I should be at 14 then.
Okay, good. I guess I could have left the Legion Legion Warboss back to block if I absolutely needed to, but I think this is going to be slightly better.
Another land. Oh. Alright, I'll play all the glitters on this.
Oh no,
So right now,
it's very large.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Yeah, so I can make it 11, so I can make it so you have to at least block with like a thing. That sounds worthwhile. Sure. Yeah, I'll take a damage, 13, play this, and attack for 11.
So I would like to soak up 3 of this if I could, so I could use my mana, and I'm kind of wishing I left my Warboss back to block now.
But
I
this
also
can't block.
with Voice of Resurgence, which is causing some serious issues. So I think the way I get out of this is to block with both of these, go to 2, and
Yeah,
then
that's
hope I
a
draw
pretty tough spot.
untapped land, which I don't have very many of in the deck. So yeah, I'll block with both of those.
Alright. You're at 2. Go ahead.
Mana Confluence, not looking too hot
yeah,
here.
it's doing some damage.
You drew a Sacred Foundry.
Oh, bro. No. Doesn't quite do it.
Yeah, it doesn't quite do it.
So did you have evolution last turn?
Yeah, I could have evolutioned last turn and started to get busy.
You could attack with like one thing?
Yeah, I would have just got to attack with... I would have had to sack the War Boss, and I couldn't... So I would have just been able to attack with the 1 token I had.
Yeah, it's not actually that good, I guess. That's
That's
true.
what... If I
Yeah,
had another land, I think I would have done it, but the way it was, I don't think it was right. I think it was better to just get more stuff in play and try to set up to sack the Voice this turn, and then I was going to get 4 triggers off Winota.
Yeah.
But you having the all the glitters there was really brutal.
Yeah, I guess why Cap does is like...
Yeah, it makes sense.
But...
And yeah, I mean we can pass, but I just don't have. I'm just dead on board and have no interaction. So.
Yeah, we both know you have no interaction.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so we're back post board. Yeah, game 1, my deck just cannot interact with Max at all. If you have a good draw, it's very easy for you to just get a lifelinker and race this deck. This is actually, Sram is actually one of Winota's worst matchups, I think. And I really need just a busted draw game one to beat you. And as you can see, I didn't have it there. I was close, but just wasn't quite there. But post-board, I do get a lot of tools. I get to cut Tithe Takers for Wear Tears, which I think just 1 mana destroy an enchantment against your deck is insane. It can really blow you out in combat by hitting like an Ethereal Armor, and your guy just won't win the combat all of a sudden, or I can even kill your 1-drop enchantment creatures with it, so I think it's quite good. Knight of Autumn, again, just another disenchant effect. I think it's going to be very good. I have Fairgrounds Warden as, very importantly, a non-human, so it can trigger Winota, but also it can exile one of your creatures, and it's particularly good because it's white in this matchup. So if you want to protect your creature with an all-seed, and you give it pro white, all the auras fall off. So even if you like kind of blow this out with all seed, it doesn't end up being that bad for me. And then I have Tybalt as a token maker that makes non-human, so still works with Winota, but can stop you from gaining life, which can help me race. And I'm cutting Tithe Taker because you're not really interacting on my turn very often. I still have Voice Resurgence to punish it, but this isn't the matchup for Tithe Taker. It's just whatever. Legion Warboss, because forcing creatures to attack against you, like the Goblin has to do the turn it comes into play, is really awkward against lifelink vigilance creatures, and just not what I want to be doing. And then I trimmed on some of the hits. I'm going down on Winota hits, but really the only thing I care about hitting anyway, I've actually gone down a lot. I've cut 5 hits, but the only thing I want to hit anyway in this matchup is Angrath's Marauders, and I am fine whiffing on a hit if the next one hits Angrath's Marauders, because that's the only thing that matters, and you're not going to be able to get Angrath's Marauders off the table.
Yeah. So
I'm not really worried about that. So yeah, I just trimmed one of each of the other hits because these just don't matter as much. I still have some, but yeah, I just, I'm not going to hit that much with Winota, but when I do hit, it's going to be the card that matters. And that's what I'm doing. What do you got?
Deadweight seems pretty good against you to get your Elfish Mystics and stuff.
Yep.
It doesn't really have that many applications other than that, but that's a really important thing. I guess I can use 2 of them to kill the 4/4.
Yep.
But that won't happen. But Containment Piece is the real thing I'm gaining, because it basically shuts off Winota. If you had Warboss, it would shut off that. But it's also just a 2-mana 2/2. You can put some auras on it and go to town. Cutting Helm of the Gods, because it seems pretty slow. It's probably the slowest of your this is more for decks that are killing your creatures a lot.
Exactly.
And you do have some interaction, but not all that much. So for that same reason, I'm also cutting a little bit of my protection. I think I probably would rather cut 2 of these because the Blessing does seem kind of good, but I just can't cut too many creatures like that.
Sure.
And the lifelink will be important for the race at some point.
Yep, and the Blessing is kind of awkward against Voice Resurgence specifically.
True.
So,
yeah. Don't want to leave it up all that often, and you do have some ways, but I can't just I think against you, I'm going to be doing a lot of jamming and not that much holding this up.
Yeah, I totally agree. And the Deadweight might seem weird, but it draws cards against my deck with both SRAM and
Hateful Eidolon. You can bring it back with Luris.
Yeah, you can bring it back with Luris. And I think it's good enough. Just killing 1 Mana Dork on turn 1 or turn 2
is pretty big.
Yeah, it's good enough to just swing a race for you. I am cutting the Warboss, but it would be really good against the Warboss. It's also just fine to just kill any of my it doesn't kill Fairgrounds Warden, but it can kill a Tybalt token, it can kill a Knight.
Could kill a Voice and then leave a Blessing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think it's good enough. It's better than Helm is just gonna be really slow in this matchup.
Yeah, I had it in my hand last game, and I was I don't think it's ever gonna really work out.
Yeah, it's just too much mana. It's good if people are killing your creatures, but that's not really what this matchup is about.
Yep.
All right, cool. Let's battle.
Sweet.
Alright, I'm going to play here. This hand would be amazing if I had 1 more mana source. I can cast a couple of my spells, but I'm missing a color, and I have access to this, so there is a chance I'm supposed to keep and hope I draw the color, especially because I have a pretty good sideboard card, but I think I can mulligan this. I just am a little short on mana, and if Mystic dies, I'm just going to lose the game on the spot, so I think I'm supposed to ship.
I have a very different hand than last game, much less explosive, but it has some pretty good cards. I think these together will be pretty good, especially against a mulligan to 6. So yeah, I keep.
Well, I think this hand's good. I would love to bottom this, but my mana only works with this card, so I gotta keep that. And then this card doesn't work without this one, so I think I'm probably supposed to just bottom this. The rest of my hand is totally fine otherwise, so yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to bottom this. And we good?
Yep.
19. Go ahead.
So I could just like snap off this, but I think I want to wait until later so I can use this. And I can do those in the same turn, so yeah, I'll just go Concealed Courtyard and play Alcyon. Go.
Alright, I'm going to go to 17 and then 16 when I cast a spell. You know what? I might just stay at 17. No. I'm going to go 16. I'm going to put Tybalt in play.
Tybalt.
Oh, I don't have devils either. We've made poor life choices.
Those seem kind of rare.
Alright. We're going to use a goblin as a devil.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Tybalt's pretty annoying, but we'll deal with that later. Hateful Eidolon.
Yep.
Take one. Deadweight the elf.
Oh no.
Draw a card.
You want to deadweight the thing that would kill your thing?
No thank you.
Okay.
I could offer the trade with the Alcyon, but I won't, so go.
Alright, I'm going to make another devil. These are our goblin devils.
Yep.
Really wish I hadn't bottomed the land I bottomed now, but here we are. At the time I didn't bottom one of these because I wanted it, and then I drew a second copy and it's not very good, so it is what it is. I think I need to just keep my mana going, so I'll go to 15 and play a Mystic in your turn.
Okay. So it's kind of an interesting situation actually. Like, if I go all in on this, I could protect it with the Alcyon, but then it's like the pro-white thing from Fairgrounds Warden. And then it's not dying, so I'm not really drawing a card. But if I put it on the Alcyon, then if you Fairgrounds Warden it, I could sack it, and then at least I draw a card.
Yeah, it is interesting, right?
Yeah.
What are you playing around? Wear Tear or Fairgrounds Warden? Or...
Oh yeah, Wear Tear, that's, or the Knight of Autumn.
Yeah, Knight of Autumn.
No, but Knight of Autumn's also white. Well, I could give it green. Yeah.
Yeah, per green.
Okay, then that kind of makes it simpler, I think. I should probably just... Well, you also just have really good blocks.
I think it makes more sense to suit up this, because if I block this, I get to kill that. Because when these die,
yeah,
they deal
exactly.
damage.
That, or I could like just put a Sentinel's Eye on both.
You could also do that.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable. I don't think that's crazy either.
Okay.
You have good attacks.
I think I just have I totally have a totally new plan. I think I want to play another Hateful Eidolon.
Oh jeez, okay.
And then... So, but you could have Wear Tear. Sentinel's Eyes... something.
Eyes.
This.
Eyes.
I put eyes on this. Okay.
Eyes.
Eyes. And then I guess I'm just gonna... Well, yeah, it's the same thing you just said that you can block, and then... And then I'll take one. Sentinel's Eyes this.
Eyes.
Resolve?
Yes.
And then I guess I'll send both at... do I want to send both at Tybalt? That's kind of loose. I would like to gain life at some point, though. If Tybalt just dies, like I'm not really giving up that much damage. Yeah, I'll send both at Tybalt.
Tibbers is dead.
Alright, good.
I could actually kill the All-Seed here if I wanted to, but then you get to draw a card, and you're not even counting on it at this point.
I draw 2 cards.
You would draw 2 cards, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just keep my goblins in play. I think sacking Tybalt there is just totally reasonable.
Yeah.
Draw. Interesting.
And there's like 5 Winotas or something.
Not 5 Winotas.
Okay.
So I really don't want to kill a creature that has the eyes on it because you just draw so many cards.
Yeah.
I think it's better for me to Knight of Autumn this, so you just don't draw anything.
Bye-bye.
And I take 1 and it's your turn.
Well, got another one.
Jeez. Many hateful Eidolons.
Tech.
Yeah, I could trade again with the all seed, but you're drawing 2 cards, and I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna take 4, go to 10, and let you
Gain 4.
gain 4. Yep, up to 22.
Okay, so now I actually have another interesting thought. I could just like sack my Alciad to draw 2 cards, and I can re-Sentinel's Eye the other Eidolon. I think I'm gonna do that actually. Yeah, I want to draw cards. So I'll sack this to give this pro blue. Oh, I control. Damn. Okay, I'll give this pro blue.
Okay.
Dropped 2 cards.
You do draw 2 cards. There's actually a play I've done a lot with Luris, where you like have a Luris and a Sram going, and you just want to sack to get Sentinel's Eyes in the graveyard.
Oh yeah, I guess I could have started like the Luris train going, but I kind of don't want to, so I won't. Put this on that.
All that glitters!
Good.
It's glittery!
It's very glittery.
So glittery. Alright, that's a really awkward draw, but it is the draw I have. Mana Confluence!
Yeah. Oh boy. This might get a little...
Go to 8.
Yep.
I'm gonna sack... I think I exile it.
Yeah.
No, I sack it.
Oh, sack. Okay.
Sack Knight of Autumn. I exile Eldritch Evolution, so I'm gonna get rid of this Eldritch Evolution. I get to search for something that costs 4 or 5, or I guess 5 or less. I'm gonna get Winota, big shocker.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this turn will be interesting. Something will happen.
Something's happening.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna find out what it is. But something is definitely happening.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to combat. I'm not waiting around.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what Winnie does here. I'm gonna attack. That's 3 triggers.
All right. Let's
First
start.
one.
Is it reveal or do you look at?
I look at. Oh man, I wish I could take non-humans because there's some Fairgrounds Wardens in here. I hit a Pia and Kieran Nalaar for the first trigger.
Not bad.
Pia and Kieran Nalaar gets me. Oh, Pia and Kieran Nalaar is tapped and attacking. I get 2 Thopters to block, which was actually a really good hit here.
Yeah.
It leaves me not dead on the backswing.
Yeah.
Second trigger. Oh, well, we hit the Ingress Marauder, but we're going to see if there's any more in this pile. There was one more, so that's awkward. Ingress Marauder, tapped and attacking.
It's getting a little dicey here.
A little terrifying.
Yeah.
If I hit another Ingress Marauder, you're in trouble, I
Yeah.
think. Last trigger. We hit a Tibbers.
That doesn't count.
Marauder! Oh, we whiffed on the last one. We knew we were putting ourselves at risk. We hit an Ingress Marauder on the 6th one of the second trigger, which is awkward, but this was a whiff, right? Yeah, a voice and a land orals for the only creatures.
So
both Pia and Ingress Marauders are indestructible. These ones are not indestructible.
I'm thinking I might need to let my Eidolon die so that I can draw out of this. So I might need to put like this Eidolon on your Angrath Marauders. But then when it dies, this shrinks to be only a 2/3. So then that will just block the Lana Elf, I guess. So it's not a huge deal. So, cause yeah, I have to kill you next turn. I feel like.
Yeah.
So to do that, I need to draw something. So yeah, I will definitely draw some cards. So if I make this trade, well not trade, but if I block there, I'll draw 2, and this will become a this will be a 3/4. So I still can't block the Pia, so I'll block the Elf. And yeah, sure.
Okay, so my Elf is gonna die.
Mhm.
You're gonna gain
4. No, wait, more than
so
4.
you
6.
yeah, this is 2, right? And this is 5 powered, so 7.
Oh,
Right, 5 powered. 1,
yeah,
2,
yeah,
3,
yeah, it is
4,
5.
5.
Yeah, 7.
So you're gonna gain 7 up to 29,
And take-
and then you're taking 4 6, 8, down to 21. And I lose my elf and you lose this, and then you get to draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
And Pia lives, but my elf is dead.
Okay.
Tibbers!
My turn.
It is your turn.
I need to draw. Well, I guess I like basically have to draw. Oh, I don't even know how I can get through your Thopters actually.
The Thopters are really brutal.
Yeah, yeah. There's actually like there's nothing I can really do to get through.
You just want to make it big so that you can live.
Yeah, I just need to gain a lot of life. So I have 5 mana.
Containment Priest to like stop the Winota problem would be good here as well.
Yeah. So if I give it, I need to give it Vigilance because I kind of need it to block. And First Strike wouldn't be bad either, but I got First Strike kind of unlocked, so yeah, I'll play a Sram.
Mm-hmm. Sram.
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 Sram. And then I'll play exile these Hateful Eidolons to Sentinel's Eyes my guy and draw a card.
Yep. Eyes.
Nice. Zero armor, draw a card.
Yep. Oh, we're going off.
Zero armor, draw a card.
Holy cow. This thing is large
So,
now.
attack! You must block!
Well, I'm definitely blocking.
Okay.
How much are we gaining?
Oh, no one can say for sure.
Very many. So all of these make 5, right? So 15 from these.
15 plus 2?
Plus 2, so you gain 17.
Yeah.
Up to 38.
Okay. Go.
Okay. I'm going to draw and hope that it's not the Ingrath's Marauders I almost hit. It wasn't, thank God.
Yeah, the double-double will make things tough.
Alright, so you are not pro... pro multicolored at the moment. So voice is not horrible to put into play. Alright, I'm gonna go to 6. I'm gonna play both of these. 6. So I got a voice and an elvish, or a voice resurgence and elvish mystic. I could attack with the Thopter and get an extra trigger, and try to win right now, which I don't think is crazy, but
Oh, I see.
I am going to have a hard time blocking, although I do have another Pia that I can hit, and I think
You're pretty likely to hit it.
I'm really likely to hit it, given that I'm looking at
Oh.
18 cards.
Yeah. I guess it's awkward if it's in the same one as the on-graph.
Yeah, that would be awkward, although that's not actually that awkward because I'm just going to deal so much damage. So you can gain 17 here, right? If you
First
block.
strike.
First strike, too.
So I could kill this.
You could kill this one, but
Yeah.
not one that's indestructible.
True.
So you're going to gain 17 here. I assume... So that would put... So 17 puts you to 55, so I need to deal 55 damage through, I guess, 2 blockers. I easily deal 55 damage if I hit two more Ingrath's Marauders.
Really? Oh, 2 more.
I need to hit
Two more.
But it would easily be that much damage.
Don't you
if
know
I
where
did.
the other one of them is?
I know one of them's in, like, the bottom
Like-
12 cards of my deck. Bottom
Yeah.
10 cards.
So you can't
bottom
get, you
11
probably
cards.
can't get to that one on this one? Yeah, you
Probably
can't.
not, so I'd have
Yeah.
to hit the other 2. And the problem is just going to keep compounding.
Yeah, I guess if you don't attack, like, what are you doing? That's kind of the thing. Yeah.
Alright, bash.
Yeah.
Alright, I think I'm not supposed to bash with this one.
Yeah, because I think that decreases your damage, I assume.
I am going to bash with Winota.
Okay.
Alright, so I got 3 triggers. First trigger. Oh, whiff. Not good.
You have so many left. I guess you only have 3 left. It's
Second
not-
trigger.
yeah.
I only have 2 triggers. This doesn't trigger.
Oh, okay.
She's human
Okay,
too.
then I'm, like, pretty live to win.
Second trigger.
Yeah.
Alright, we hit a Pia.
No, that's good. That's really good.
So I get a Thopter. I am not dead now.
Yeah.
Third trigger. I guess I hit another Winota, so I'll put this one into play.
So I can't kill
and
that one?
sack this one, yeah, so my
Yeah,
Winota will
yeah.
live.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. That did not go well at all.
So I guess I don't need to block my SRAM, which is nice, because I don't want to do that.
So these are coming in.
So I guess I'll just block your.
Oh, Pia is also coming in, but is indestructible. So these two are indestructible. These ones are not.
Yeah, like. Okay, I guess I'll block this Pia.
This Pia?
Yeah,
Okay, Pia dies.
I gain a lot.
You gain 45, or you gain up 17 up to 55. And then you're taking 2, 4, 6, 10,
18.
18.
So I just.
That just becomes 17, right? Because that's how much you're gaining.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Your turn.
Okay.
I put myself into a tough spot.
So yeah, Luris is still really expensive to get going.
I would be dead to Luris here because I dead weight on my Thopter. Oh no, I can block with these. You don't have a flyer.
Yeah, it doesn't actually have any evasion yet. Alright, I guess I'll start off by drawing an entire card. By doing this.
Kind of mind blowing. You don't have any ores in your hand. Starting there, but okay.
Yeah, my hand's really weird.
Alright, fair enough.
I guess exiling those may have been a horrible mistake, but I really wanted to draw a card.
I think it's fine. Just drawing cards is good.
Yeah, so then land. Do I need to play this? Does this actually matter at all? I think I should get. Well. Yeah, this game got weird really fast. I kind of want to get my Luris going. Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of fine. So I just need to break through eventually. I'll put Luris in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And attack for more than it was last time. Yeah, attack for, I think this added 4.
That is 4, yeah, so 21.
21, yeah.
Alright, I'll block.
Sure.
Get elemental.
So, yeah, I gain 21 life. so I go to 40, 50, I was at
58. You're at 58.
58.
We'll do it like this.
Oh yeah, 5'8". Okay.
You're at 5'8". So many lives.
Okay.
6 versus 5'8".
Alright. Go.
Good. Alright. Draw. That's a land. So alright, so I have to deal 58 damage. I think I'm pretty likely to hit Angrat's Marauders here. I have so many triggers that I think I can actually get back to the one I know is on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not super worried about my life at this point, so I'm going to shock, go down to 4.
Yep.
And then
This game is so weird.
Yeah, this game is wild.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to combat.
Okay.
Declare an attack with all of my things. So... Oh no. Oh no.
That's why I killed the Pia. But this is still pretty good against me because you make this not block. But
Yeah. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. I guess I couldn't have killed that one. That wasn't indestructible.
So I have many Winota's triggers.
Yeah. That I assume we can just ignore. Or no, I guess it does move that one closer to the top, so you probably want to do it. Or we could just like...
I don't think it's a maze.
Yeah, it's not a May.
No, I look at the top 6, so I guess I get to like randomly kind of know the order of my library.
Yeah.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 triggers. All right. All right. So I have an Ingress Marauders in the bottom 6 cards of my library right now.
Okay.
I have another Ingress Marauders in the bottom 6, so I have 2 in the bottom 12 at the moment. So I definitely want these ones.
Wait,
Okay, so all the Ingress Marauders in the bottom 18.
aren't you like really dead?
I'm not really dead.
You have wasted a block?
I have Waste of Block.
Okay.
So still got 3 more. The annoying part is I'm going to shuffle after this, so I can just not do any of this.
But then what, if you have to shuffle after this, just don't do this.
Okay.
it's fine.
Alright, and I need to do this, otherwise I'm getting way too much life, so I'm
Yeah.
going to say this can't block.
Okay, so I could like try to trade with this. And I can get them back with my Luris. So trading with that's not like insane. Because that just like limits your potential going forward too, I feel like. Maybe I'll do that. So then I would take 8, 12. Oh, this is I might die if I do that.
This one's real big.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this one only does 16.
18.
18. Only does 18.
Or 16, you're right, it's 16. You have 8.
Yeah,
you counted.
16.
Yeah, okay.
16. 16 plus 8 is 24. So this is 28 plus 8. Oh, it's only 36 damage. It's not even a big deal. Oh, wait.
I can pump.
40 damage.
These would also deal 2 if they die.
Oh, they're devils.
They're
I'm not
devils.
gonna.
Not
I'm
devils.
planning to not kill them though.
I would love to kill your Containment Priest if that were an option with these. I wish I could
Yeah.
sack him with Pia, but I have to sacrifice an artifact.
Perfect. Yeah. What if I just? So if I just take it right now, it'd be 48, and then it's like kind of hard for you to live. You have to like do more things. I'm really scared though. Like, what if you do something that's scary? So 48 if you pump. So if you don't, what? Whatever. It's cool if I die. No blocks.
Yeah, you take 48.
Okay, I'm at 10.
And then post-combat,
Oh boy.
I have to Eldritch Evolution.
But you go to 2 though.
I go to 2, which
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Maybe I wasn't supposed to do that, so I can stay at 3. But if this blocks, I'm just gonna be in a ton of trouble.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sack my Elvish Mystic
Okay.
and get a Fairgrounds Warden.
Okay.
Without that. Yeah, that kills me.
Okay.
Darn it! Alright, one more game.
Okay.
The double mana confluence has cost me twice!
Yeah, it's really painful.
Also, that one attack hitting no Ingress Marauders. Not great.
Yeah. Yeah, that was lucky spin. Do you play 4 Ingress Marauders?
Yeah.
Okay. That was a ridiculous game. That was exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how this matchup plays, though. It just gets really weird.
Yeah.
Gets really out of control.
And it like kind of came down to like the last life point too.
Yeah, alright. I think I've sideboarded wrong. I definitely want another P and Kieran in my deck.
Those are really strong against me. Like
Having the flying blockers, just being able to hit them, I think is
Yeah.
too good. I think I made a mistake.
I think
cutting one.
me exiling my dead weight was horrendous. I should have like thought more about like Luris implications. But,
Sure.
But I did not.
I'm just gonna cut a Voice Resurgence for it, because I don't think Voice is that good against you. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, the mana in this deck is atrocious. So I've got a tapped green source for my Elvish Mystic as my only land. I do have really good interaction, which makes me interested in the hand, but I don't have my payoff, so like even the bad mana plus no access to Winota I think makes this a mulligan, even though I have some good interaction, so I'm gonna go to 6.
I think my hand is pretty good. I got a 1-drop, got a girl here, got some stuff, so got some lands.
Alright. This hand's not good, but it's not horrible. I have interaction on 6. I think it's going to be better than a 5, and I get to bottom this, which is just a gem because I'm sick of losing with this card, so I'm going to ship that. Do this. I'm going to play a Game Trail, reveal a Temple Garden, and play a Land Wealth. Here we go.
planes. Sneak.
Snack.
Go.
Draw. I'm gonna go to 18.
Yep.
And I want the snack.
No. And
My
if it-
snack. Go ahead.
When it comes back, it's not even there.
Yeah, it just dies when it comes back, so that's a great target for this. Kind of hoping that screwed you up.
Go. Yeah.
Draw. I'm gonna go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Attack for 1.
Take it.
19?
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna play a Voice of Resurgence.
Containment Priest.
Oh,
you
no.
got your 1 damage. Congrats.
Yes!
Yeah.
Play the Llanowar Elf.
Mhm.
Sacred Foundry, your go.
You have how many cards? You have 1 card left.
Uno card.
Well, I guess I just go Buck Wild. That's always my plan. Okay, 17. Yeah, I don't really care too much about anything other than just DPS. So we'll see. Griff Spoon,
We're booned up.
Ethereal Armor,
Oh no.
Sentinel Eyes,
Eyes.
Eyes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, I'm at 11.
Yep. Go ahead.
So my last card is not Winota, and that's good for me because it wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
But it is a Fairgrounds word. Give me that Containment Priest. Play a land,
No,
and then bash for
my containment.
5.
Yep. Take 5. I'm at 12.
And even if you kill my... wait, does Containment Priest stop itself? It
I-
doesn't, right?
I have no idea actually. it seems weird for it to stop itself.
Yeah.
It can't stop itself.
That would be weird.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I agree. I don't know
yeah.
how that works.
Yeah.
If it comes back and tell itself, that's interesting. Alright, here you go. This one is definitely gone, though. No, but the Containment Priest is gone. Put Luris in your hand turn. I'm kind of hoping this is a put Luris in your hand turn.
It might be a even weirder turn than that.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I don't know if I can do this, but I might do it. I'm at. It's not the craziest idea I've ever had.
Now I'm interested.
Oh no, it doesn't work. It's not legal. I can't cartouche your creatures.
Oh,
Make it 1/1. Oh no, yeah. Okay, then I'm at 12. Yeah, I'll get a Luris. Go.
Luris is in the hand.
Yep.
Draw. That's kind of an interesting draw, I guess. It's not a good one, but we're not that far away.
Just slow beats.
5 or 6 now. 6 now. I got 2.
Yep, I'm at 6.
Go ahead.
Oh boy. Okay. Like. These beats are strong.
The beats are very
strong. So I could play a Luris and just have a Luris, which actually not that bad.
It's actually kind of good.
Yeah.
It makes me just attack with voice.
But I could do something maybe even better. I could have like a lot of blockers. Yeah, I think I like that more. Stoneclaw Serpent.
Yep.
Oh, if you wear and tear me, I'll be so sad. But cartouche.
Yep.
Okay.
No responses.
So I get a thing, and then I would like that thing to be able to block. So I'll let it block. But then I lose my ethereal armor, which is sad. But maybe I shouldn't do that then. I kind of like that being there. Okay, so this can block something.
It's got first strike too. It has very many texts. It actually shuts down like all of my attacks.
I've kind of decided that I can't beat you killing my Stonecolor Serpent that well, so might as well make it a beef.
Alright, I'm gonna go to 9.
Oh boy. That's why your last draw was interesting. This is like a Samet.
Not a Samet.
What? Oh. Oh no.
So you're at 6. If I'm like pretty likely to die if you attach at this. So I would like you to block. But you can just block here.
It's a weird drop.
But if you first strike, you would get one of these back, which is awkward. So yeah, you could get Containment Priest back, which turns off some good draws for me. Okay. Here you go. Just gonna pass. I don't think this attack is good. I'm gonna lose the Fairgrounds Warden.
So how good is Luris?
Alright, see ya.
I'd really like to gain some life. I guess I need to think. I guess I just need to do the actual math, which is annoying. Okay, so I can basically only let like these two through. So I need to like that'll put me to 2 life.
You need 2 more blockers.
So I could probably
Or to wait again.
or wait to gain life. So that's
So yeah, if you just played Luris, you can just block
here,
and then
here.
I don't kill you.
I can block here, here. Yeah, I think Luris is pretty good. I think Luris give this guy Vigilance is pretty good. Okay, I'll do that. Luris, give us Vigilance and an attack.
Yeah, how big is he? 4?
5,
5?
and you can't block anyways. But
Well,
it's 4.
4?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4. Alright, I go to 5, and now I know I'm dead to Ethereal. Although if you have to trade with Luris, then I'm not necessarily
Dead, but like probably dead.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Go.
Alright. Need a good one here.
Can I look at it first?
No.
Okay.
Then to see if you gotta flip it. Do I flip it?
Sure. Yeah, I don't. You guys, if you draw Wear and Tear, you might want to see it first, but you should probably just flip it. You probably win if you draw Wear and Tear, no matter what.
Winota, that's not gonna do it. Let's go.
No.
Winnie! Oh, he's so intrigued! Alright, let's go!
That was so insane.
Attack with everything. Winnie coming in strong. 5 triggers. Alright, first trigger.
Yeah, you have to reveal those. Well, you don't have to reveal them, but you should reveal them. Okay.
Pia.
That's pretty
Tap
good.
to attack and I get some thops.
I like have to be dead, right? Like.
Probably. Let's see though.
Yeah.
Second trigger.
Like you just only have so many cards in your deck. Like you can't you can't.
Whiffed on this one though. It's running hot.
Sure.
Third trigger. Another Winota. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's coming in attacking. This one's dead.
I guess that does help. It still adds to the clock. Like that alone might kill me. I think.
Probably, yeah. That was third trigger. Fourth trigger.
Mm-hmm.
I guess another
The Pia doesn't. It helps on D, I guess.
Yeah, slightly better, I guess. Sure. I really whiffed it. So what is this? More thoughts? We got 2 left.
Winota.
This is unreal. I would rather have this in my deck than my graveyard, I guess. So.
Okay,
Those are Captain attacking.
so one more.
Last one.
Can I do it?
No.
Let me do it.
All right.
That's
I can't hit that one. We're looking for Ingress for water.
another Pia. Oh, but you can make my guy not block.
I could make it not block.
That's
yeah.
probably lethal even. But I'm still happy that you missed on all of them. That's
I didn't hit a single Ingress for water. I hit 6 triggers. What is that?
Well, I'm like, but I think I'm still like really dead.
Definitely are, but it's kind of the point.
Yeah.
You're losing a lot.
Okay. I block some. I die horribly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on! I want to do like 1,000 damage. We just get
This one probably won. No. Wow.
I can't believe we missed on all of them. That is unreal.
Yeah.
Were they just all like the bottom couple cards? Yeah, oh, there's 3 in a row. Unreal. That was a hype draw though.
Yeah, that was
sweet.
That was pretty sick. I guess you probably had a lot of outs there. Like I was like basically like exactly surviving as is.
Yeah, any kill spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically does it. All right. Well, that was wild.
Yeah, that was really fun.
It does feel just like a race, just a race.
Yeah, it's like it's a pretty degenerate matchup.
Yeah. So I've alternated between 2 or 3 containment priests and SRAM. I think if you're really expecting Winota, you want 3. But as you saw in game 2, containment priest just like I was in a pretty good spot, and you played a containment priest, and the game ended. And it is that good in this matchup. It's so brutal for this deck.
Yeah.
Containment priest is pretty narrow, but if you're scared about Winota, it's gonna be good. And overall, I think that won you the match because you won the race game 1, and then you drew a sideboard card that was backbreaking in game 2, and that was all you needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like you said earlier, like SRAM does feel probably a little bit favored. Like it's just a little more consistent, I guess.
Yeah. Game 1 is just really tough too for my deck. You just made a big life linker, and I'm just sitting there like unable to hit Marauders.
And like game 2, like you went off with Winota, but then I just still had a 17 life link.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like I need if I had been a little luckier and hit Marauders,
yeah, I would have died.
A shot.
Yeah.
And you can also see Pia was doing a lot of work there, just the 3-mana Pia. I've had people question her inclusion in this deck specifically, but it was
really good. Yeah, the blocker and the making it so my stuff can't block was big too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, overall interesting. It feels I don't know, feels like
It was
a good matchup for me.
it's a exciting matchup to watch.
Definitely exciting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Remember again, if you support the content we're doing here, you want to see us make more of it, please leave a like on the video. It helps us a ton. If you want to subscribe to the channel so you can see all of these, we're going to be putting one out every single day, 9 a.m. Eastern time, every single morning for the foreseeable future. So you can stay tuned to catch them out or to check them out there. And yeah, if you want to comment on the videos, have questions for us, suggest decks for the next videos, feel free to. We are happy to answer all comments.
Yep.
Talk to you guys later.
See ya.